Go. Look at this. Welcome everybody. We do still have people making cups of tea. We'll try and we've spent about 3 or 4 minutes trying to sort out my technology when it wasn't broken in the first place, but there we go. We're going to do introductions in a minute after we've gone through this screen. Then we're going to spend the majority of time talking about what we're doing, what's on, and if we've got any time left at the end of it, we're going to talk about working together. Because I'm now a little bit cheap, and I thought we'd like to save everybody time because it's a really busy time. Obviously, we've cut the meeting down from an hour and a half to 40 minutes, so everybody can sort of squeeze their bits in, and we can talk about the important things. I'm not sure what that. Yes, there you go. I thought it was a rude mug there. Do apologise about that. Everybody happy?
Yes, always.
The next screen, as you can see there, is what I try and do, or what we try and do, to try and share what everybody's doing. Joe and myself, after the meeting last time, went through a lot of stuff that Glamis Hall's got on, so there'll be a lot more dark green on there. But obviously I do sort of invite Diana from the Victoria Centre also to share everything that she does, and we can put it on the Wellingborough organisations what's on Wellingborough calendar. So there you go. So what's better than seeing your lovely faces? Absolutely nothing. You're back. So we do have a few people in here. I'm going to shut up for a minute, and I think possibly, dare I say it, Val was on the call first. So we better let her go first. If you just want to introduce yourself, Val, and then just pass it on to the next person.
I think most of you know me, but anyway, I'm Val Adaway. I've lived in Wellingborough for 53 years now, but I'm a lot older than that. And I love Wellingborough. And I'm a utility warehouse partner, and I've been for nearly 16 years. So because I earn a good income from utility warehouse, I've also tried to help the local community to try and understand their bills. So sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm quite passionate about people actually making sure people look at their energy bills in particular, but also understand them. And if I can help save money, then that's what utility warehouse does anyway. That's it.
Fabulous. Would Joanne on the screen from the Town Council like to go next?
Hiya, so I'm Joanne. I'm a deputy clerk from Wellingborough Town Council. So we run lots of events in the town, and yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. There's going to be lots I'm going to talk about, but I don't want to spoil it right now.
That sounds exciting. Could we have the other Joanne next, I guess?
Okay, I'm Jo. I'm Glamis Hall Rural Centre Manager. So we run the day centre, a community centre, and put on lots of events.
Fabulous. It'd be rude not to sort of let you go before me. So
I'm Diana Trickett. I'm from Victoria Centre, which is in the Victoria Ward of town by the train station. We're a community centre, and I've come along to see what I can do to get the Victoria Centre involved in community forum and finding out what's on and what we can do to work together for a nice community network. Fabulous.
We also have 2 people in the background who are doing something. I think they're making a Christmas tree for the Christmas Tree Festival. Would you like? Is there 3 people? Oh no. Yes, I forgot about you. You're as quiet as a mouse. Would you like to introduce yourself, Jenny?
I'm Jenny Dixon. I tend to represent the patient point of view or the carer point of view wherever I am. I'm a big recycler at home, and like the First Lady, I also have lived in Wellingborough for 50 years. I've seen a lot of changes. I've done a lot of things for the community in Wellingborough and for the county. And if you want an official tag, I'm NEU. I represent the National Education Union, so I can speak on behalf of children, schools, teachers, you name it.
Wow.
I also links into Victoria Centre.
And she's worn many a hat before, including sofa-wise, of course. You did for many years.
Yes,
yeah. That was many
big
years
tragedy when that had to close.
Exactly. Yeah, we
It's
weren't.
wanted now. It's needed now. But,
Yeah.
Wow.
The 2 people I was talking about, because I honestly did forget about Jenny, which is very remiss of me. are Emma and Clover, who are actually making the Christmas tree for the Christmas tree festival at the Port Pie Church. Would you like to say hello, ladies?
Hello.
There you go.
Short and sweet.
So they're both from Wellingborough Eco Group, and they do a lot of volunteering. And Emma runs a few projects at the Eco Hub here, where we're based. Okay, so that's our introductions. Everybody now know everybody, and everybody's hunky-dory, aren't they? Everybody's got a cup of tea. Shall we go round again in the same circle, just to sort of tell everybody what we're doing? Do you have any events planned, Val, that you'd like to share?
No, not really, but I am going to come to the Eco Hub at least once a month now, like I did was it earlier this month? I can't remember.
I
And just
we-
let people talk to me if they want to.
didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just let people talk to me if they want to, really.
and you get lots of cups of teas, and we had cakes as well, didn't we? Quite a few bits of cake.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
it
good.
was all right. So I don't know when next trip is. It's Tuesdays, isn't it?
It's
Next
Tuesday.
The week after will be the first Tuesday of the month.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be where are you? About the 5th of December.
Yeah, I'll come on the 5th. Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'll
Fabulous.
come for 12 o'clock time. And by the way, I've got some coat hangers to bring down, because I think you were short of coat hangers when I was here before.
They're always a bit of a treat. Thank you very much for that, Val.
Okay.
We go in the same order, and I can almost guarantee. Hello,
Hello.
we're on a Zoom call. Are you going to
We're on
come
a
and join in?
meeting.
No,
Oh, okay. We've got the cook from next door just coming to say hello.
Hello.
Next person I think on the line was Joanne from Wellingborough Town Council.
Perhaps we've got quite a few events coming up. We've got the lights switch on Saturday. So the Jolly It Is starts from 1 o'clock until 5:30 when the lights get switched on, and we've got some fireworks. We've got entertainment from Katie Rose Parker, the NMPAT, and a Michael Bublé tribute. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be really exciting. On the 9th of December, we're also doing carols in the town, where it's just going to be an hour from 1 o'clock. Come down and come and sing some carols with us. It's just going to be a little short event just to bring some people into the town again. And on the 28th of January, going into next year, we've got the Holocaust event. So that's going to be happening in Swanspool Gardens. I've got my newsletter coming out in January, so I'm asking everybody to put something in by the 8th of January. I'm going to send something out next week to remind people to think about it before Christmas, and then after Christmas I'll send out something again just to remind people to put something in it. And the deadline date will be the 8th of January, and that will come out at the end of January, and that will run events from February to April. So if you've got anything going on between February and April, send them through and I'll endeavour to put them in. Also, we're looking ahead, and the Wendell Walk. So the Wendell Walk will happen in May, Friday the 17th of May till Sunday the 19th of May. We're looking for sponsorship. So any companies or local businesses that would like to sponsor the event, we've got about 5 packages available, starting from £50 up to £10,000. So all the information's on our website. And if you'd also like a stall there as well, we've got very limited space because we're going to be in the museum grounds for our stalls next year to try and bring it a bit closer to the event. So if anybody wants these stalls, all the information anyway is on our events page. But also if you want to book your tickets to walk, that's already up and running. We've got early bird tickets up until the end of 28th of February. So get your early bird tickets and cheap deal tickets right now. And then also we're looking at the carnival as well. So if there's any stalls that would like to come to our carnival, I can't remember off the top of my head the date. I think it's the first weekend in July. And we're looking for sponsorship for that as well. So any local companies or any little community groups that would like to sponsor us, there's some packages also. Everything's on our website. It'll be great to see everybody there. It's just more stuff that we're trying to include to bring more people out into the town and a bit more community cohesion as such. I think that's everything.
I'll have a stall, Joanne, again.
Oh, which one? For the carnival?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably have both the carnival and party in the park.
Oh, for both days? Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'll let Emma know and I'll get her to send you out the information because we've got your details anyway.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
have
you.
a stroll and a lorry again next year. Please.
Awesome.
You've done quite well already, Joanne. That's amazing. And obviously we'll have a
Yeah.
shot too. I'm sure the Victoria Centre will do too. Can I just point out that we do have our certificates for being the best overall entry and also first place for the community group in fancy dress with no float certificates on the wall.
We won the one with the float.
And I was just about to say that Glamis Hall won the one with the votes. So you're talking to two very successful organisations here, don't you know?
Definitely. It's well worth joining. It's such a fun day. It really is.
It was awesome. It really was all good.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. So there you go.
The lorry in the morning in the pouring rain wasn't as fun, but at least the rain got out the way before the parade started.
Yeah, it was lovely parade. Yeah, no, that's why we didn't have a lorry. No, it's greener not to have a lorry, obviously. That's why we didn't have a lorry. So there you go. Okay. Who was next then? That must be you then, Joe. Yeah.
So our next event is Saturday the 9th of December. We've got Santa here for the day. Tickets are already on sale. It's £5 to see Santa and kids get a goodie bag. Face painting is available to pre-book. That's £4. I recommend pre-booking that because she gets swamped and she runs out of time. So there'll be food and drink and craft stalls, Christmas raffles and tombolas for the kids, popcorn and candy floss. Guess the name of the teddy. We've had a lovely knitted teddy. It's holding a shepherd's crook with a lantern on the end. It's got a little robin sitting on the crook. One of our volunteers is amazing and she's knitted it. So it's took her all year to do. It's lovely. So hopefully we'll get lots of people. We normally have about 200 kids see Santa on the day.
You normally have a queue around the building, don't you?
Or we have lots of queues around the building.
You really do,
Yes.
yeah.
So
So popular.
it will be a good day. Lots of craft stalls. There's about 20 different stalls booked in. So that's the next one. And then January, we'll be back to the car boots on the 13th of January.
You must have more than that, Joe. I know for sure you've got
You
loads.
want me to do every day?
Well, no, you can give us a brief thing. Like, for instance, your youth club is becoming quite popular, isn't it?
Youth club on a Thursday evening, 4:30 till 5:30. We've got dance on a Monday, theatre on a Monday, dance on a Tuesday, teenage theatre on a Tuesday, driving tests on a Tuesday, bingo club Tuesday afternoon. Wednesdays, I've got a general exercise class in the evening, followed by Zumba. Thursdays, we're driving test centre. We've got the youth club, followed by acrobatic gymnastics. Fridays, we've got Premier League kicks with Northampton Town Football Club. Football clubs here, 4:45 to 6:45. First Friday of the month, we have advanced line dancing. Venue for hire on the Saturday. Sunday, I've got church in the morning. This Sunday, actually, we've got our tech day for our drama show. On Monday and Tuesday, the theatre company are doing our Christmas panto. It's the Emperor's New Clothes. Forgot about that one.
There you go. So that's why I've
There we
got
go.
it. There you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good 5-minute resume of what Joe does and everybody else does at Glamis Hall.
Plus the over 50s day centre.
Don't forget the over 50s. The celebrated and possibly should be award winning. I'm talking it up a bit here, and so there you go.
Thank you.
That's all right. There you go. No, it should be.
I've got a very good singer on in there this afternoon and I'm missing her.
Are
To
you?
come and spend time with you.
Well, that's very kind of you.
You're
You
very
do have a
welcome.
very good singer from the co-op apparently coming in Christmas.
We
week.
do as well.
There you
yes.
go. So
Yes, they came up and volunteered somebody.
they did, or should say we did. But there we go, because they're all part of the same gang.
Yes.
So just in case I haven't sort of mentioned it and you haven't seen the 6-foot sign and all the rest of it, I do represent the co-op. I am their member pioneer, and I also have another hat on, well, a few more hats, but one of those is including Wellingborough Eco Group. But it's not my go. It's actually Diana's go from the Victoria Centre. So we can see you on camera. That's good.
Yeah, we've got we haven't got a lot on in terms of events and planning. It's a difficult time of year to get things out there because we don't want to start throwing things out there the same dates and that's everybody else. But we do have a few events which are on similar dates to what other people have got. So coming up tomorrow, same date as the light switch on, and we've got a Come Dine with BC event. That's running from 3:30 till 6:30 to the general public. What it is, it's just an invitation for a drop-in, come in to meet the members of the Victoria team, just add into what's on within the town, come to us, grab something for your stomach, warm up before you might head off to the lights. So there's no issues with that, hopefully. We've got tastes from Romania, Poland, we've got children-friendly options, we've got lots of Indian food on offer, chicken biryani, and there's some Polish cabbage rolls. And I've tasted quite a bit of the food. I was a size 8 this morning, and this is the result of what's on offer.
It's a size 8.5 now, I'd
so,
just like to mention.
So yeah, lots of wonderful food, and it's just an opportunity for people to come and meet the people from the Victoria Centre, because there's a lot of staff there that are going to be showing their faces and introducing themselves as who is actually behind the scenes in a community event, which is part of our food resistance programme. So we're trying to help people resist food poverty. We kind of brainstormed the other day that it takes even an average family who really tighten the belt around £34 to get a takeaway. If it's a family of 4 and they just want to treat themselves, it still works out about £34. So this is a gourmet food at an affordable priced option that we have here, and a family of 4 should be able to enjoy food for £14. So it's £4 entry for adults, £3 concession, £2 for children. And that's the main event that we have before Christmas. We're working towards a potential get-together for friends on the 16th of December, might be the 19th because I get my numbers upside down, so I won't concrete that. As when and if we can concrete it, we'll throw it out there. And then we are brainstorming on a January 3-hour dance-a-thon, which is going to be a fundraiser for the centre. We're hoping that some of the dance tutors that come to the Victoria Centre to deliver services can do a half-an-hour spread on what they do at the centre in an effort to raise money, because we are in a position where we're fundraising at the moment. But that's just some of the things we've done. Brainstorming with staff, speaking to people about what they want and trying to throw some things out there that people enjoy that will also help us in our journey to recovery, basically.
Awesome, well done. Okay, that's again only a very brief snippet of what you're doing, so I think you're being a little bit
timetable. So we're getting more bookings than ever. We're turning people away on a regular basis. We're thankful to the community and the people that have seen our recent appeal, who have been contacting us en masse to try and support us with bookings, with hires, with events, with brainstorming, community connection. We are overwhelmed with the support we've received. Like I say, we can't actually accommodate a lot of the things that are coming our way. So that for us just gives us hope that we will be in a position of protection going forwards. There's lots on adult learning services, dance, friendship groups, similar to Joe. If I went through it, we'd be here until the end of the forum. So I'll end there. Because I'm actually a nervous public speaker anyway.
What? Nobody would ever have told that, known that, but there we go. The lady I've forgotten about.
I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you.
I'm shocked.
I have a very passive role at the moment, recovering from some bad health, but I do go to events, and I'm the other half of the equation. I'm the customer who comes and spends their money, and your events can only succeed really if you get your customers there. So my role at the moment is to be a customer for as many events as I can. That's one reason why I'm here. I want to know what you're doing, and then where can I fit in.
I'm sure you're very good. I'm going to give up with my tech. I was trying to do something for the library and share it, but computer says no. You're being quite modest as well with all your various hats. But there's nothing sort of plans that you're involved with at the moment.
There's nothing planned. No, I can't do an awful lot at the moment, apart from get out my purse and support that way. And you do need to have customers at your events, don't you?
You certainly do.
And I can spread the word. I've sent a lot of information into the church, United Reformed Church, recently, about what's happening, and I can do things like that. So that's my contribution at the moment.
Fabulous.
Okay. Reformed Church have obviously got their Christmas tree festival.
That's right.
They have indeed.
And on the Sunday, we've got carols afterwards in the church,
Yes.
amongst the Christmas trees, and that's quite it's quite different atmosphere. It's quite weird in a way. It's a funny word to use, but you're singing carols in a forest. You've got trees all around you and lights all around you, so it's different. So yeah, come to that, spread the word.
We will, in fact, as I said earlier, my busy ladies behind me are actually, I think they're making a Christmas tree. Although they might be eating Christmas. They're doing decorations for the tree. There we go. So
Started doing ours last Monday of last week. The clients are sitting there and having a go, and oh yeah, the clients make decorations every year.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to talk about the things that the co-op do, and then what the Wellingborough Eco Group do. So just briefly on what the co-op have been doing and are doing. We've got some new charity partners called Our Causes. We've just done a payout to 3 causes in Wellingborough. One of them is Wellingborough Eco Group for the Eco Hub where we are. So they've chipped in to pay a bit of our rent. Rent goes to this lady here. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? We're going to get a couple of nice things. Like we've got a nice tablet to be able to take card payments on and stuff like that. So I got it as a bargain, as you do. Our new causes are the Daylight Centre, respected organisation in the town. They've got a new operations director called Sarah, who's very, very keen to get involved with things. So I'm going to bring her along to the next one of these, I think. And we've also got Wellingborough Scouts that we're supporting as well. So I'll be going out.
Which Scouts?
First Wellingborough Scouts. Did I not say first Wellingborough?
Just the Wellingborough Scouts.
Oh, dear me, I'll tell you.
There's
There's no-
a number of them in
There is
Wellingborough.
quite a few, yeah, you're right. So, of course, we've got the first ones, but we are here to support, I don't know, number 8 or number 27. I don't know how many there are, to be honest with you.
At least.
How many?
Oh, there's
These
more
were
than
in
that.
15.
I was in 17th at one point.
There you go. So apparently the one at St Mark's is number 15. And I'm pretty sure the one at St Barnabas is number 8. So there you go. That's about as much as I
And
know.
that's the brigades as well, don't forget them.
How dare we wouldn't forget the brigade, so the little voice at the back, and of course there's guides
Boys and girls brigade.
yeah. So yeah, we are here to support everybody. I'm just going to shout myself up a little bit because the lady to my right received some potatoes and some cheese from the co-op. So we were down there this morning when we were looking at this. I don't know if you can see that. You've got no hope for their meal tomorrow. So we're going to do a little post about that later and tell you a bit about what it is. And Diana's very kindly agreed to share some information that perhaps is a bit privy. So we'll bang it around social media everywhere. So hopefully the place is packed tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gratefully in receipt of the potatoes.
And we had a lot of fun with the potatoes, but we won't explain any more. Taking my co-op hat off for 2 seconds and putting my Eco Group hat on for 2 seconds. We are actually sitting in the Eco Hub and we're doing quite well. We're sort of getting funds in and stuff like that. So we can do many more wonderful things. Our newest project is a project called Nature Rangers that starts in January, but sort of is starting a bit before. And we are planting 400 trees, not this Saturday, but next Saturday in Kilbourne Park. So if anybody would like to come and join us from 9 till 12 to plant a few trees, that'd be most appreciated. It's in association with, it probably is the 3rd. It's definitely not your Christmas event, though. I won't miss that for the world. No, it's the one free Saturday I think we've got until about sort of the middle of January. So it's the second to the little voice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Emma. So that's going to be a great event. Hopefully it's not going to rain this time because it was supposed to be sort of last weekend. But the weather forecast was awful. As it happened, it wasn't that bad. So Nature Rangers, the reason why that's been set up is because we got quite a few negative comments about the original plan to plant 400 trees. And the main negative comment was, well, who's going to look after them? And it's a bit like, well, we could try and set something up to do. So we've buddied up with 2 groups, something called Grow Wild Outreach, which is a not-for-profit company that sort of social prescribes. I think that's probably the buzzword at the moment. And they will bring out people every other Monday to Wellingborough to look after a bit of nature in Wellingborough. working from the Eco Hub and then going to where they're going. So they can come and tool up and put their wellies on and stuff. And then we can either walk or drive to wherever it is, of course. If it's too far, we'll drive. And then on the third Saturday of every month, we're going to do like a big nature thing every month. So that's going to be quite exciting. Do you really want to list all the fun things we do in the Eco Hub? I'm not quite sure we've got enough time for that. We've still got 10 minutes. There you go.
Have a look at the what's on calendar.
You could well have a look on the what's on calendar, like I showed you earlier. But the Eco Hub is full of events, including a busy day, 12 till 6 on Tuesday, with food sharers and a happy cafe and swap shop. We sort of do the same thing again, but include a crafting session on a Thursday. This morning, Emma and Clover were at the Eco Club for Kids. So there's lots and lots of fun things going on there. We've got a lovely Polish group called Noughts and Crosses. I'm not going to say it in Polish because I stuff it up every time. Who meet here twice a week, every fortnight. They had a big party in Glamis Hall at the weekend, and they must have had about 100 people in there. It was just amazing to see so many of the community come out. So that's really creating quite a buzz at the moment in the community. We've got a community allotment at Ladywell allotment this weekend, because we're talking about things that are happening. Obviously, we are going to be at the Christmas festival at Glamis Hall somewhere, probably in the car park at this rate. But we are also this weekend, we've got our 2-hour tidy up of the embankment from 10 till 12. And believe it or not, we've got an 18-foot Canadian canoe, so we can go up and down the river and litter pick that too. So that's the first time we've done that. So
Who's going in the canoe? And if it's you, can we have video? Fairly certain at some point someone's going to fall out.
yeah, well, luckily we've got somebody who's trained whose canoe it is, so he's
Oh, that's a
taking
shame.
full responsibility for that. And no, I will not be going anywhere near the canoe, so you've missed that opportunity.
You're missing out on the opportunity of 250 quid from Youth and Frame.
Yes, and also getting stuck in the river, because you know what my mobility is like at the moment. But there we go. Happy day. On Sunday, we're supporting Animals in Need at their Christmas fair. That's from midday till 3. We'll have a swap shop with some Christmas bits and loads of teddies. They have it every year. There's a huge range of stalls there selling gifts and stuff like that. So if you're free on Sunday, do pop up to Little Urchester and support Animals in Need. Welly Wombles, what about the
Tuesday
Wombles?
tidy ups.
Oh yeah, Tuesday tidy ups. Our Welly Wombles do all sorts of things, and we do something called Tuesday tidy ups, as well as our 2-hour tidy up on the last Saturday of every month. Here from 12 till 6, people can come and borrow litter picking. Before that, Freddie and Georgina lead a group of merry Wombles to tidy up a certain area for about 2 hours before they come here and have a cup of tea, basically. Georgina last week did 2 Wombles, would you believe? 2 hours in the morning, then 2 hours in the afternoon. So it's not too bad, is it? So she's very committed. Is there anything else I've forgotten? We've got a repair cafe coming up. That will actually be on the same day as the Christmas festival here. So that's a point. There you go. We were talking about the Christmas festival the other day. I do apologise. I think that's probably enough from me, unless Emma gives me a nudge in the back. Is there anything I've forgotten, Emma? Don't think so, says a little voice. Okay. So I'm going to pause at that. We've got about 7 minutes left. And I just have this funny feeling that if I went to the start again, somebody called Val and possibly somebody called Joanne would go, I've forgotten about all this stuff. So would you just like to sort of start again? If there's anything, has anybody got anything else to share? Do stick their hands up and do share away, because I do have something else to talk about quickly before we disappear.
I don't think I've got anything, really.
The only other thing that I didn't mention is that the warm spaces across Wellingborough are starting up again. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be running warm spaces, maybe. We put in...
Not sure.
Yeah, well, we weren't as certain because the funding wasn't as available as it was last year, but we put in some applications. We're hoping to start a warm space again, subject to funding. So that's the only thing that I haven't mentioned. So from December, subject to funding, we are hopeful to do another warm space, which will be on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Would you like me to come along again, Diana?
More than welcome. The craft table would be lost without you, in fairness.
No, can you let me know what's happening?
Yeah, we've still got your details, Val, so I'll send you all of the information. Got it all confirmed.
Okay, all right, thank you.
No problem.
And that is a good point, actually, about the warm spaces. They were a valuable resource last winter from about December to March. And we had one here, Joe. We had it 3 days a week in the Eco Hub and then a day a week in the VIP lounge in the hall itself. And we got anywhere between 2 and sort of sometimes up to sort of 15 people in here, all being fed for free. Nice sort of cheerful atmosphere. We are sort of joining we sort of replaced that with a happy cafe and carried it on all year. So we've kind of been doing that on the Tuesday and the Thursday anyway. But actually we're joining in with an organisation called Action for Happiness to make it more about mental health and to really sort of make it more interactive and give it a decent resource for local people. Anywho, I've interrupted myself. Anything from yourself at the back, Jenny?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Not this time, anyway.
The last thing, we've got about 4 minutes to go, you'll be all glad to know, is that usually Wellingborough Eco Group does an advent calendar, and somebody who usually stars quite heavily on my videos is sitting to my left. I am planning to do that again, but with a different twist this year. Go on, breathe in. This year's twist is that because I'm now also member pioneer for Rushton and Higham Ferrers as the co-op member pioneer, I thought that we could do it more as just a community advent calendar over the whole area. And I just thought that'd be quite nice to try and bring everybody together across the 3 towns and across the villages, if that works out. So if anybody would like to join in with that advent calendar, Joe, Emma did it from the town council last year, Joanne, but obviously I'd love to see your face on it this year if you're brave enough. It's just simply anything between a couple of minutes, 5 minutes sort of video about what you do, what's coming up, what your particular service offers. And then we post it as one of the windows. So every day, all 24 of them. And then on the 25th, we do a summary of everything. So just in case anybody's got anything better to do on a Christmas day, they can read everybody's posts. It's just a nice warm thing that the Eco Group have now done for 3 times, I believe. This time we're going to switch it up a bit and do it as a Wellingborough organisations thing, but spread the love to Higham and Rushton. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yeah.
Are you keen to get involved, Diana?
I can only endeavour to do so. Yeah, no, we want to get involved.
Yeah. Of course you do. Fabulous. So yeah, it might be that we do some of them by Zoom, so I don't necessarily have to come and visit everybody, but I'm going to try and get into as many places as I can. And what I did last year was do 2 or 3 at a time and do the write-ups and then post them at random places where they sitted nicely. Like, for instance, Joe's one's probably going to go out a couple of days before the Christmas festival, for instance. Yes. So there you go, just like we're working with this. Joanne.
Yeah, I have remembered something. So we've been working with the police with NNC, trying to clear up the town a bit more. So we're looking at obviously the street drinkers that are happening there, the homelessness people, and just all the rubbish and all the weeds and everything. So we've been working really closely with those 2 groups, and I'm hoping people have noticed, but it's cleaned up the town quite a lot. We've got the people that usually sit in the market up on the market square, going around and clearing the weeds and clearing the litter, and there's been graffiti removal as well. And there was a business meeting on Tuesday that Sally held to try and get some more businesses involved and get some ideas across and let them know what was going on. And we've got actually a shop in the Swansgate Centre. I think it's the one next to Rome, and I think it is down opposite where the Works is. we've secured an empty shop for 2 weeks from the 27th of November, and there's going to be representatives from the council there, and there's going to be the police and NNC there a few times as well over those 2 weeks, just to talk to people about what's going on in the town. Obviously people aren't feeling safe at the moment, and just reporting issues that they're having, and yeah, just somewhere to go to get advice on what can be done and what can happen and such like that. So yeah, we're looking at doing that,
Shop that's in,
which is quite important.
is that the shop that the community safer teams group have got?
So yeah,
I
old
was
Julian
certainly in the
Gray
carrots
unit,
this week. Yeah, and they were inviting any organisations that wanted to be a part of it to get in touch, so they could have a pop-up session in there as well.
We are just
Brilliant.
about to get cut off from our people on Zoom, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for attending. It just tends to happen, but like I say, somebody will give me some money to pay for this one day. For the other people that are in here, you're more than welcome to stay till 3 o'clock and have a cup of tea or whatever. That's the benefit of coming to Eco Hub. We have a kettle, but there we go. So